Hi there. Today I thought we'd taste a Pinot Noir. At Wine Searcher we had a company picnic the other day, and as a result I lighted on a wine from the Two Paddocks vineyard called Picnic Pinot Noir there from 2019. So this isn't the producer's first wine, but a wine made in an approachable, easy drinking style. From a region, Otago, that tends to make quite big, rich Pinot Noirs. The producer here, Two Paddocks, is owned by the internationally famous actor Sam Neill. I think he's actually got 4 paddocks now, but we'll let him off that. The label, just to come back to that, evidently that's a picture of Neill's grandfather, who was a central Otago wine merchant about 100 years ago. And I think that's quite a neat piece of branding, actually. It links the brand into a wine history in an area that, I mean, Otago's only been producing wines for about 40 years now, so yeah, quite a clever way of doing that. Should say the wine was certified organic. You probably saw that. It has a BioGrow certification there. It's entirely made from their own fruit, so you know, there's no dilution of the family-owned ethos of the whole thing. Wine claims to be fermented and aged in French oak, so it's been you know, handled in a classic sort of style. Looking at it in the glass, I think we've still got enough light there that you can see it's quite a pale, translucent ruby colour. It's not deep or dark. Give it a good swirl. Lovely aromas of raspberry and violet. There are delicate spices. There are little cedary hints in there. There's almost chocolatiness. There's cherries on the darker end of the spectrum, sort of black red sort of aromas there. Maybe a little bit of savoury olive notes as well. So yeah, plenty going on in the aromas there. To give it a taste. While the colour might suggest that this is going to be light, there's an initial rush of sort of raspberry, maybe towards boysenberry, darker red fruit, and black fruit sort of initially, with a lovely freshness, and then the wine sort of opens up into a chocolatey, truffly note. Lovely, smooth, quite silky tannins, but with a slight earthy grip to them. So, you know, this has still got a lot of that sort of darker fruit, particularly towards the end, darker fruit, Otago character that you'd expect with a Pinot. Still some lovely freshness, and a wine that actually, those truffly notes, I would like to see it in 3 or 4 years' time. I mean, yes, it's very approachable now, but I think it's a seriously made wine that will improve. So this is their entry level Pinot Noir. So that, I think, bodes well for the entire production. So I'm enjoying that. Just a quick word about the glasses. There's a lot of conversation about how you don't need different wine glasses for different varietals. I mean, yes, of course you don't need different wine glasses for different varietals, but there are some varieties that are enhanced by having the right sort of glass. I think Pinot Noir is one of them. Pinot Noir it relies on its aromatics. Its elegance comes very much is expressed in the nose, and just having that ability to swirl and release aromas into the glass, you know, just gives out so much there. And just to note here, I'm using a Riedel glass. This is their New World Pinot Noir glass. By comparison, I've just got here one of their Burgundy glass, and you can see one of the differences there, that the Burgundy glass slopes in so much more, and it's designed so that the pour will hit the middle of your tongue, whereas the New World glass will pour more straight, and it'll go slightly more to the edges of my tongue. And the thought behind that is that you taste acidity on the sides of your tongue, and because a New World Pinot Noir will have less acidity, it doesn't need the toning down of that first acidic impression that a Burgundy style glass will make. So you can still swirl, but you don't have it directed so much to the freshness will be emphasized more by a New World glass. So I think there are some cases, and there is a case to be made for having the right glass for some varietal wines. Certainly I think the Picnic Pinot is showing very well in this glass. I suspect it would show very well in any other glass, but anyway, thanks.